Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to Cox Softball Complex for today's softball game between Central Methodist and Baker. Quentin Norris singing the catbird seat. Central Methodist 37 and 4, 23 and 3. They're ranked number 5 in the polls, while Baker 6 and 4 and 8 and 8. Central Methodist, their last game was this past Sunday. They swept a doubleheader from Mount Mercy. Game 1, 5-2, and game number 2, 3-2 now. Baker, they swept a doubleheader also on the 18th on that Sunday with Park. They won the first one 5-1, game 2, 12-3. If you look at the numbers individually for Central Methodist, it's Michaela Hargrove with a 426 average, 2 homers, 23 RBIs. For Baker, it's Eva Gonzalez, 571 average, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Pitching-wise, it's Keegan Crowan, 19-1, with a .82 ERA, 41 walks, and 186 strikeouts. While for Baker, it's Cameron Kimmo, 0-1, 2.74 ERA, 3 walks, and a strikeout as well. Upcoming sports schedule, of course, the men's soccer. They're in, or as the Statler brothers would like to say, they're in California. Taking on USC Merced, it's 2-0. It was 0-0 at halftime, and I think they scored both the goals, and I'm hoping we can get an official final score of that one. So, how much do we know how much time we have left? How much? 20 minutes left in the match down in California. Of course, baseball, they will be hosting Baker on Saturday at 1 o'clock, depending on how much rain we get tomorrow. They're calling for rain throughout the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning as well. And I think they'll last till Saturday morning, off and on showers. It's not a washout, according to what weathercaster Matt Beckwith says. Of course, softball, they're in Atchison, Kansas, taking on Benedictine on that Saturday. And then that Sunday, they'll go to Baker as well. And then, of course, Central Methodist Baseball will host Baker as well. Of course, volleyball won their opening round game. Now they're in Sioux City, Iowa. They'll play, I think, Bethel at 7 o'clock on that Tuesday night. Of course, women's soccer, 4 p.m. against John Brown down in Foley, Alabama as well. Of course, the umpiring crew are coming on out to the field there. It's Central Methodist and Baker. The coaches, of course, for Central Methodist, that's Pat Reardon. For Baker, it's Dana Goss. So right now we're taking a break, and we'll continue our pregame show on CMUEagles.com. Arkansas. On the west side of Arkansas.
Contra esos equipos de ahí, por eso no hemos jugado contra Marines University. Y me encabrona porque vamos solo 10 equipos. Y la final side, o sea, realmente deberían ser 16. Para hacer los octavos, los cuartos, todo eso. Pues nosotras estamos jugando octavos. Pero hay equipos que han tenido un bye y van directos a cuartos.
We're back here at Cox Softball Complex. Quentin Norris singing the catbird seat. As Central Methodist taking on Baker University. Both the coaches are meeting at home, play with the umpiring crew. Probably just going over ground rules like which ball's in play, all that, which is dead ball there. So we're about ready to get started. we're about ready to get started.
Te vas para allá, porque son, en béisbol son los número dos también. Es cierto. Pero es que para nosotras son las número dos también, o sea que son, se supone que son nuestras.
Of course, the umpires over. Hopefully, we'll give you today's starting lineups there.
Hay campeonato, ¿eh? El mejor equipo y lo mejor que viene seleccionando. Nuestro equipo me estaba dando cuenta.
Doing good. Doing good, Mark. How about you? Thank you.
No era tan buena, pues. Y el equipo aquí tampoco tan bueno.
Do I have? Do I have?
Tu equipo
Do I
ganó la
have?
Florida, uno
I
también.
think I have Gene.
Y mi mejor equipo. Y me escribe desde Indiana y me dice que ve cuando te ofrecen allí para intentar el match, ¿sabes? Y que puedas venir para aquí. Y yo, a ver, si tengo la misma beca aquí y allá, pues voy allá. Me gusta más la localización, ¿no? Y tiene mejor equipo. Mejor equipo, mejor localización. Sí, sí, mi madre viene a la graduación, solo tiene que coger un vuelo. Un match. Es cierto. Tenemos tiempo los tipos de cambiarme de.
So we're ready to get started. We'll hopefully give you today's starting lineups.
Oh, you don't have it yet?
No, I haven't.
Estamos mirando un medidor de allá. Vamos a ir. Mi novio va a ir, yo voy a intentar pasar porque yo tengo que intentar, porque mi hermano tiene un torneo.
Okay.
Y se estresa.
Okay, we got you the starting lineups first for Baker University. And that is playing center field. That's Peyton Reynolds. Batting second is playing left field. That's Parker Strait. Batting in the number 3 spot is the right fielder Riley Zook. Batting fourth and playing second base, that is Savannah Bray. Batting fifth is the third baseman Eva Gonzalez. Batting seventh and playing today's starting pitcher, it is Michaela Aiken. Batting eighth and playing and doing the catching is Morgan Loggins. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, it is Mackenzie Musgrove. And of course, for your Central Methodist Eagles, leading off and playing center field, that is Kalina Oots. Batting second, playing the designated player, is Morgan Willis. Batting third and playing left field is Kelly Gorman. Batting fourth and doing the catching is Hannah Criswell. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Madison White. Batting eighth and playing right field is Michaela Hargrove. Batting seventh and playing second base is Keaton Kaiser. Batting eighth and playing first base is Caitlin Kolb. And batting in the number 9 spot is their third baseman, Jordan Jenkins. Today's starting pitcher, it is Keegan Cronin, head coach by Pat Rudin. Okay. we got starting lineups. It's now time for our prayer. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud as we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the wagons ring glare, tumbles bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave? Okay, we got the starting lineups and the national anthem. Now it's time to play ball. Thank you very much. Hey, at least I sing better than Roseanne Arnold. Of course, get the defense set. Out in the outfield, that's Kelly Gorman. In left, center fielder, that's Kalina Oates. In right field, Michaela Hargrove. At third base, Jordan Jenkins. Shortstop, Madison White. Second baseman, Caitlin Kaiser. First baseman, Caitlin Kolb. And then behind the plate, Hannah Criswell. And there you look at Keegan Cronin of 19-1, .82 ERA, 41 walks, 186 strikeouts. When you see Keegan Cronin pitch, she reminds me of Tom Seaver, one of the best pitchers for the New York Mets in the 60s, and then, of course, went on to pitch for the Cincinnati Reds, and then won his 300th game with the Chicago White Sox back in 1985. As we throw it down to second and getting ready to lead off for Baker University, it is Peyton Reynolds. A .370 hitter, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. From Topeka, Kansas. And it's also where my friend Gene Cassell lives, who is the sports information director at Washburn, who I've known him for almost 35 years. When he lived in Marshall, Missouri, he had a sister named Carla Simpson, who was a high school business teacher in Slater. Cronin getting set. Here's your first pitch. And it's a strike call. 0-1 now. Came at 5:04 p.m. The temperature at 58 degrees. The time and temperature is sponsored by the Parking Spot. Easy to spot and easy to park. The Parking Spot here at Kansas City International Airport. 0-1 pitch. That's a little bit high, and the count is 1-1. And Parker Strait is on deck. One ball, one strike, the 1-1. That's up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just underway. As Ben Scully will say, hey, pull up a chair then and watch the game. I'm sure millions more are watching on television. I think most of them are just getting home from work. Strike! 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice evening there. Of course, just seems like just 2 days ago we had snow. 2-2 pitch. And hit him. And she is awarded first base. And here's Parker Straight. 244 hitter, no homers, 3 RBIs from Lawson, Missouri, just north of, you might say, a town of Richmond on Highway 13. And if you go there, there's a place called Camp Galilee. And I think that's a strike. She was trying to bunt, misses that one, and it's 0-1 now. Yeah, it's an out. So 1 out now. Riley Zook, 457 hitter, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. She is from a town of Topeka, Kansas. First pitch. Oh, there's a beauty. Strike call. 0-1 now. I think there's about 15 minutes left in that men's soccer game against UC Merced. 2-0 is our score. Down in Santa Barbara, California. Fouls that one off. And, of course, and I think it's the same area for once. Back in the 1980s, there was a soap opera called Santa Barbara. It used to come on NBC television around the 2 o'clock hour. Huh? Oh, okay. So 2 quick outs now, and here is that's Savannah Bray up there. Oh, the girl on first is out. Pitch. Misses that one. 1-2 now. No, it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Let's go ahead and set the defense for you here on CMUEagles.com. Sponsored by Home Oil. Out in the outfield there, it is Parker Straight in left. In center field is Peyton Reynolds. In right field, Riley Zook. Out at third base, Eva Gonzalez. At shortstop, looks like new shortstop there, and then you got Savannah Brays at second. And then a new first baseman. And there you see the catcher is Morgan Loggins. And there you see today's starting pitcher, Michaela Aiken. 5-3, 4.28 ERA, 29 walks, 30 strikeouts. These two teams will go at it on Sunday. That looks like that's Mackenzie Musgrove. So we're ready to get started as Kalina Oots is up the bat. .381 hitter, no homers, 14 RBIs. Went to Kansas Staley High School. Same high school where my friend's daughter named Haley Moorhead. And her, of course, I'm friends with her mom. Her mom's name is Terry. Well, we're in the same class at Slater. The count is 1. Also, I'd like to offer my condolences to the family of Gene Stanfield, who passed away, like, just within the last day or so. I've known Gene, and along with his brother Thurman. Of course, he had a sister named Rebecca as well. And then his dad, Jim, operated a bowling alley in Slater. So I want to offer you my condolences here at Central Methodist to the family of Gene Stanfield. 1-1 pitch. That's up high, 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strike on Kalina Oots. 2-1 pitch. Strike. 2-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count to Kalina Oots. What Norsing in the catbird seat. Looks like the infield is bunched in. Anticipating a slap bunt. Fouls that one off. Coaching at third is Pat Reardon. That's Jonathan Lynch at first base. Let me tell you this about Jonathan Lynch. He has an IQ that reminds me of Ron Perinoski. And you know, there's Pat Reardon. And I tell you this, he has an IQ, and his personality reminds me of Tom Lasorda. A ground ball to third. Third baseman just got a bang, bang play, and it's out. Number 1 for Morgan Willis, who is from Carrollton, Missouri, a .397 hitter, 5 homers, 30 RBIs. What an amazing career. Great friend. Always enjoyed visiting with her. See the infield just bunched in there, anticipating a slap bunt. And it's a strike. Just caught the corner. On deck is Kelly Gorman. No balls and 1 strike. Just underway. 0-1 pitch. And it's 0-2. Glad to have you with Cox Softball Complex, shivering with his concrete foundations. 0-2 the count. Your 0-2 pitch. Up high, and it's 1-2. As Vin Scully will say, that's a showcase pitch. Trying to get the batter to chase. They're bunching her toward left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Slaps it foul, and it's still 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Morgan Willis. If the men's soccer win, they'll play in the round 2 on Saturday against, looks like Corbin, or Saturday afternoon about 3 o'clock. That's high. 2-2 now. Two and 2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. And they got her strike 3 call, so 2 quick outs now for Kelly Gorman. 421 hitter, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. She is from a town of Forrestal, around the St. Charles area. I'm sure her mom, Kim, is here today, along with her dad. I think I've seen her dad. And that's outside now. The team's home hitter. I think her last home run was on Sunday against Mount Mercy. 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner, 1-1 with Hannah Criswell on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count to Kelly Gorman. 1-1 pitch. Strike. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kelly Gorman. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 now. 2's across the board, as Snoop Dogg would like to say it, on the Joker's Wild. There you see the catcher directing the traffic. 2-2 the count. Your 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. They're quiet. 3-2 to count. Strike three call, so no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head to the top of the second. No score on CMUEagles.com. So what's still 2-0?
Yes, and it's 2:37 right
2:37.
now.
Okay.
Something happened, but I don't know what.
What's that?
Something happened.
Uh-oh, did I do something wrong?
No, in the game.
Oh.
I don't know why the game is paused.
Maybe because of a goal score, or maybe somebody got hurt.
Yeah, someone from CMU was on the floor, but he's already up.
Or either the worst one would be a dog on the field. Do you know who Central Methodist play if they win today?
I don't think they have played yet. The other two.
Oh, okay. I was just kind of curious. Just in case I want to announce it.
Not sure.
No runs, no hits, no errors for Baker. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. And coming to bat is Savannah Bray. So Lexi Lawrence is the batter from Kearney, Missouri. A 406 hitter, 1 homer, 10 RBIs. And the first pitch is a ball. A strike call, 1-1 now. And there you look at Savannah Bray on deck. High pop up. The left fielder, Kelly Corman, goes for it, and there's out number 1. Here's Savannah Bray, 367 hitter, 2 homers, 8 RBIs from Olathe, Kansas. First pitch. Swing! And a miss. Strike 1. As Dutch Runner would say, the former National League umpire. 0-1 to count. High pop-up. That's going to go into the seats.
Jamie? He announced the next batter, but the bat's not done.
0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2. Line drive. Great catch. A running catch. Shades of Tommy Agee in the 1969 World Series. And here's Eva Gonzalez. 571 hitter, 3 homers, 7 RBIs from Chula Vista, California, around the Los Angeles area, home of the Dodgers. First pitch. Strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 0-2. Oh and 2 to count. The 0-2. Ground ball. Base hit.
CMU
2-0. Found out the Central Methodist men's soccer team they won it 2-0. And now Michaela Aiken Hits a high fly ball to left field, going back, gone, a home run. And Baker leads it 2-0. A .270 hitter, homer, 7 RBIs, now has a homer and 9 RBIs. Morgan Loggins is the catcher. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 2-0 Baker. Oh, a beauty. 0-2. No balls and 2 strike. Pops it up. 0-2. 0-2 the count. 0-2. And it's 1-2. Mackenzie Musgrove is on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses that one. 2-2. Two balls and 2-2. And it's 3-2. Three and two the count. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 now. And the number 9 hitter is Mackenzie Musgrove. 200 hitter, no homers, 1 RBI from Blue Springs, Missouri. Strike, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Tries the bunt, and she went. 1-2 now. One, two to count. 1-2 pitch. Box it up. Who's got it? And Cariswell makes the catch for the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. 2-0 Baker on CMUEagles.com. And they count. 2-2. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Baker. 2 no runs, no hits, no errors for Central. Here's Hannah Criswell. 304 hitter, 1 homer, 21 RBIs from Kennett, Missouri, home of Cheryl Crow. Two nothing Baker on a 2-run shot by Michaela Aiken. Ball 1, 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. So Corbin defeated Westmont. So Corbin will take on Central Methodist on Saturday. Looks like 3 o'clock our start time. Fouls it off her foot. On deck is Madison White. Two balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Lines a shot in the left center field. That's up against the gap. Here comes Criswell. She's in the second with a double. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going with the pitch. Here's Madison White. 361 hitter, 3 homers, 22 RBIs from Columbia. Of course, her mom is Taryn, good friend with her. Also, her aunt is Tristy. Her grandmother, Joyce, once worked at Central Methodist in the financial aid office. And she had a twin sister. And her twin sister is Mackenzie, who is attending the University of Missouri. One ball, no strikes. Criswell is second. Let's see if Central Methodist can trim that lead there. Do it one at a time. Little pop-up. Right fielder calling for it. Oh, trying to slide, and it's a foul ball. One and one to count. And the Statler brothers would say, Central Methodist Soccer or California Dream. 2-1 to count. Oh, there was there was 2-1 to count. 2-2. Here on this Thursday. Two balls and 2 strikes to Madison White. Lines a shot. Oh, nice stop by the shortstop. Throw to the first. That will be an infield hit. No, they got her, so 1 out now. Here's Michaela Hartcrow. 426 hitters, 2 homers, 23 RBI. She is from a town of Mustang, Oklahoma. And if you go another 30 miles to the south, you come to a town called Binger, Oklahoma, hometown of Johnny Bench, one of the greatest catchers in the history of Major League Baseball. Central Methodist men's soccer, they defeated UC Merced.
Madison's back on first.
Oh, okay. What are they?
I think home plate's calling her save.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. I don't know.
yeah, I think they went back. She's back to the dugout. So, runner at second. Yeah, it was close. So, Criswell at second and the pitch. Ball 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes on Michaela Hargrove. Where's number 8? Just like Joe Morgan used to do for the Cincinnati Reds. One and 0 to count. Fouls it off to the screen. Now, if I was like Harry Carey, I brought the net and try to catch it. One pitch. Up high. 2-1. And on deck is Caitlin Kaiser. 2-1 to count. A little slapper off the glove. Shortstop has it. She is safe! Doing my impression of John Miller. Here's Caitlin Kaiser up the bat. Caitlin Kaiser from Kansas City. That's a base hit all the way. On 1 to count to Caitlin Kaiser. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1 now. And that is Caitlin Kolb on deck. One ball, one strike. And you see the tarp is on over at Estes Field, anticipating rain. According to our Channel 8's own Alexis Clemens. Two balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. And now time call trying to get something situated. Three and one to count. Central Methodist 36-4. 3-1 to count. Coach Reardon giving out instructions to Hannah Criswell. 3-1 pitch. A ground ball. They check the throw. And there's out number 2. And here's Caitlin Kolb. 270 hitter, no homers, 9 RBIs from Blair Oaks, which is Jefferson City, Missouri. I tell you, it's a wonderful school district. I know their sports team's been very successful. Of course, been following it on Channel 13 with sports director Rod Smith. Strike going 1 now with Jordan Jenkins on deck. At second is Michaela Hargrove. At third is Hannah Criswell. A base hit could tie the game up. The 0-1. Foul, swing, and a miss. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 to count. 0-2. Fouls it off to the screen just to increase the tension. Three balls and 2. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Up high. 1-2 now. Central Methodist men's soccer defeated University of California Merced 2-0. They'll take on Corbin, defeated Westmont. There's a high fly ball to left field, going back overhead. 1 run's gonna score. Here comes Hargrove. Tie game. And here's Jordan Jenkins, 283 hitter, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. She is from Kansas City. Of course, I have always had a great visit with her mom. Her name is Renee. Of course, and I also enjoy meeting her dog, and I'm sure the dog is okay, not running on the field like they did on the Bob Newhart show when Jerry Robinson and Bob Newhart were eating dinner. And all of a sudden, the phone rang, and Bob Newhart answers the phone. And then by the time Bob Newhart completes the call, Jerry Robinson says, "Dog on the field!" Outside, now they throw over to second, and back is Caitlin Kolb, and the count is 2-0. Whitten Norris singing the catbird seat. A base hit can get Central Methodist the lead there. 2-0 pitch. Boy, it feels like I'm getting ready to do Monday Night Baseball on ABC. Now the only thing missing we need to get Bob Prince, Warner Wolf, Bob Euchre, and of course Howard Cosell. Fouls it off there. 2-2 the count. And, of course, Al Michaels, Jim Palmer, and Tim McCarver. 2-2, yep. On Jordan Jenkins. Lines a shot. Oh, what a catch there for the third out. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the third. 2-2 tie on CMUEagles.com. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. No runs. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Baker. Is that any of y'all's pen there?
No.
How about yours? This ink pen. Okay, because I was going to claim it. I'm not. That's Peyton Reynolds up there. She was hit by a pitch her first time up. Keegan Cronin, like I said earlier, she reminds me of Tom Seaver. And it's a ball. Of course, you may remember Tom Seaver passed away on August 31st. Had a brilliant baseball career, most mostly with the New York Mets, threw a no-hitter against the St. Louis Cardinals back in 1978. Oh, and she was hit by a pitch again. Oh, my. As Parker's straight up there. Was out. 0 for 1. So Cronin just needs to talk to the softball, point to the catcher, just like Mark the Bird Fidgers would do for the Detroit Tigers. And a strike call. The bird, 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 the bird, 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 the bird, 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 the bird, bird, bird. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Tries the bunt. They'll throw to second. Stolen base. And it's 0-2 now. So 0-2 the count. Keegan Cronin trying to go for win number 20. Misses that one. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strike. Now it looks like getting some instructions from the third base coach. Looks like that's the coach, Dana Goss. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off to the screen. It's a good thing there was a screen there, because otherwise I may try to catch it. 1-2 the count. At second base is Peyton Reynolds, and twice has been hit by pitch. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And here's Riley Zook. She struck out her first time up. First pitch. Fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Central Methodist 37-4, 23-3 in the conference. Checks the runner, the throw. Not in time, a stolen base. And I believe the count is 1-1. Let's see what the home plate umpire says. Yeah, it is 1-1. If you look to the bottom of the third, you got the top of the order coming up. 1-1 to count. These two teams will go at it on Sunday in Baldwin City, Kansas. 2-1 to count. Two balls and 1 strike. 1 pitch. Lines a shot. That's a base hit, and Baker takes the lead again, 3-2. Lexi Lawrence flew out to Kelly Gorman her first time up. First pitch. Final pop foul. That will go out of play, and the count is 0-1. Now a little conference action there. Just trying to go over maybe the scouting reports and how to pitch to Lexi Lawrence, who is from Kearney, Missouri. My high school coach, Jeff Tevenkamp, used to teach at Kearney when he left Slater back in 1993. Oh, and 1 to count. 0-1. And it's 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. Lines a ground ball. White can't get it. That would be an error on Madison White. And I know Lucy will agree with me. She should have had that one cleanly. Here's Savannah Bryce. She flew out to Kalina Oots her first time up. That would be an error. First pitch. Little pop-up. White calls for it. Gorman is there. 2 outs. And here's Eva Gonzalez. Gonzalez singled her first time up. Trying to keep it where it is. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. Baker's 8-8, 6-4 in the conference. 0-1 pitch. Popped it up. Who's got it? Criswell is there for the 3rd out. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-2 Baker on CMUEagles.com. Three runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Baker. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. As Kalina Oots up there, she grounded out the 3rd her first time up. Oots wears number 14, just like Pete Rose used to wear for the Cincinnati Reds and then with the Philadelphia Phillies. Tries to run up and bunt. Beautiful bunt. The throw. Not in time. That's just like the great Maury Wills used to do. When Maury Wills was with the Dodgers, he was the master of the run and bunt. Morgan Willis struck out her first time out. It looks like a good crowd out in the center field. Now we need to get the Dodgers Symphony to come out and play some tunes. The infield is bunched in at the corner. Now they're going back to normal and the first pitch. Ball 1-0 now. On deck is Kelly Gorman. Hopefully in one remaining home game, we may get the Dodgers Symphony to come out and play. The 1-0. Throw over the first. Not far enough to advance Kalina Oots. And the count is 1-1. I was trying to think. What town is it you're from there, ma'am? What? I mean, what town? What town? What town are you from?
I'm from
Puerto Rico. How far is that from Roberto Clemente's house? Well, he's from. You ever heard of Roberto Clemente? Baseball player with the Pirates? Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He was a fun ball player. He was a fun little ball player. I remember him, and there was a guy named Willie Stargell. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2 now. And on deck is Kelly Gorman. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2 now. Three balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 3-2. To Morgan Willis. They're playing her toward left. Three and 2 the count. Three-two pitch. Ball 4, take your base. Yeah, ball 4. It's ball 4, man. So first and second, nobody out. So Kelly Gorman up there. She struck out her first. First and second, nobody out. First pitch. How you doing there? Huh? Keeping you entertained? Oh, yeah. One. 1-0 to count to Kelly Gorman. At second base is Kalina Oots. Morgan Willis is at first. A base hit could score Oots. A double could score Willis. The 1-0. 2-0 now. With Hannah Criswell on deck. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. They'll go second for one. She dropped it. That'll be an error on the shortstop. Oh, my. Good hustle. That'll be an error on the shortstop. Yeah. Looking like it was going to be a force play, but instead, it's an error, Alyssa. It's an error. Yeah. So now the base is loaded full of Eagles for Hannah Criswell. She doubled her first time up. It'll be an error. Or you can always ask me.
Well, I was making sure his stats if it's gonna say hit or not.
It's an error because shortstop.
Well, it's an error no matter what. It might be a hit too on his stats.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Four hits for Central Methodist. Bases loaded full of Eagles. A double could clean the bases. A single could give Central Methodist the lead. And the count is 0-1 to Hannah Criswell. And it's up high, and it's 1-1 with Madison White on deck. And now time is called. Maybe just going over the scouting reports while Pat Reardon talks over with Hannah Criswell. If you're just joining us, I'm sure millions of viewers are watching the back game on television and saw Central Methodist men's soccer. They're heading to the second round with a 2-0 victory over California Merced. And looks like we'll play Corbin on Saturday. Looks like a 3 o'clock start time. 1-1 to count. Bottom of the third. Heading toward the 6 o'clock hour, the 1-1. 2-1 to count there. At third is Kalina Oots. Second base is Morgan Willis. Kelly Gorman's at first. 2-1 to count. You wonder if they give her the green light. Lines a shot. There's a parade of Baker Wildcats, and it's a foul ball. Okay. 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and two the count. And a ground ball knocks it down. They do get to play at third, and that's all they can get. A run will score, and it's a tie game at 3. So it's a fielder's choice and RBI. So now Madison Weiss grounded out the third her first time up. What was?
Does that count as a hit?
No. White up there. First and second. And it's a ball. 1-0 to count. 1 ball, no strikes on Madison White. With Michaela Hargrove on deck. And the 1-0. And it's a 2 balls and no strikes. Cox Softball Complex shivering with his concrete foundation. 2 balls and no strikes. First and second, 1 out, 2-0 pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. With Norris sitting in the catbird seat. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Fires a strike. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes on Madison White. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. That's what's called protecting the plate. Two and two the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Little high fly ball in the right field. Right fielder was there to make the catch, and tagging up is Gorman. And she's at third, and 2 outs. And here's Michaela Hargrove. She singled her first time up. I call that an error. Because she should have had it cleanly. So Hargrove, single. So first and third. 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball 1-0 now with Caitlin Kaiser on deck. 3-4-1 for Central Methodist. 3-3-1 for Baker. Strike 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to count. 1-1. 2-1 to count. Two balls and 1 strike. First and third and 2 outs. Let's see if Central Methodist can take the lead here. 3-1 now. Caitlin Kaiser on deck. Now the third baseman comes in there, wants to talk it over with their starting pitcher, and that is Michaela Aiken. 3-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 3-2 now. 3 runs, 3 hits, and an error for Baker. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for Central Methodist. 3-2 the count. First and third, 2 outs. Infield is tied. Now they're going back to normal death. Slaps that one foul. Boy, I tell you what, Joe Morgan is smiling down from heaven. Like I said, Michaela Hargroves from Mustang, Oklahoma, another 30 miles south. You got Binger, Oklahoma, home of Johnny Bench. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and they leave 2. We head to the 4th, a tie game at 3. 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 hits, and an error for Baker. 3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. Michaela Aiken hit a 2-run homer her first time up. Keegan Cronin, I tell you, when you see her pitch, not only reminds you of Tom Seaver, but also Bob Gibson and also Don Drysdale. And also Lil Juan Marichal. That's a ball. One ball, no strikes. Michaela Aiken from Topeka, Kansas. The 1-0. Misses that one. Oh, it's a strike. It hit the outside corner, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Quentin Norris in the catbird seat. A little pop-up, or as they call it, a Joel Morgan bloop single. Here's Morgan Logan. She drew a walk her first time up. And it looks like we may have a pinch hitter. Now it's a courtesy runner. Mackenzie Chin is. And it looks like a pinch hitter coming up. That looks like Michaela Stromberg. 429 hitter, homers, 17 RBIs. She is from a town of San Diego. One of the best players I always enjoy watching. Strominger is a guy named Tony Gwynn, who always had the sweetest swing in baseball. Tries to bunt, and it's a foul ball. He always had the sweet swing as a left-handed hitter. He can hit the ball. It didn't matter where the pitch was located. He got you some hits to left, center, and right. And he was a master on how to study hitting. He was a master of those. 0-1 now. And it's 1-1.
And she can go take pictures and go to any fucking place, but she can go to the. And you know when she goes to the escape room, she cries.
1 ball, 1 strike. On Michaela Strominger. Looks like number 9, Mackenzie Musgrove. The 1-on. Lays out a bunt. Jenkins has her only play is the first. They do get her a sack bunt. So 1-4. And here is Michaela Musgrove. She popped out to Hannah Criswell. If you look ahead to the bottom of the 4th, you got the lower third of the order. First pitch. A little pop-up. I think Gorman is there, and there's an out, number 2. And back is Peyton Reynolds. She was 0 for 0 and twice was hit by a pitch. Peyton Reynolds, 0 for 0, twice hit by a pitch. At second base is Michaela Aiken in the pitch. And that is a strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Glad to have you with us. We got some Dodger blue skies over Cox Softball Complex. 0-1 now. And it's 1-1. On deck is Parker Strait. Top of the 4th, 3-3 tie. 4 hits, apiece. 4 hits for Baker with 1 error. And, of course, 4 hits for Central Methodist with 1 error. And it's 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike. 2-1 now. Misses that one. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to count as we're heading down the stretch. 3-1 pitch. Strike! 3-2. Of course, a week from Saturday is the Kentucky Derby on NBC television. Down at Churchill Downs. It's the run for the roses. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 now. And the bases are low. So now first and second now. And here's Parker Strait. 0 for 2 on the day. And now the coach wants to talk over and maybe calling a pinch hitter. And it looks like a pinch hitter there. That looks like it's number 18. It is number 18, Emma Ansira from Hutto, Texas. A 240 hitter. No homers, 3 RBIs. So first and second, and 2 outs. Top of the 4th, 3-3 tie. And it's a ball, 1-0 now with Riley Zook on deck. 1-0 to count on Emma Ansira. I was thinking. 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. Keaton Cronin just needs to talk to the softball and point to the catcher like Mark the Bird Fidridge would do for the Detroit Tigers. Central Methodist softball ranked number 5 in the polls. And it's 3-0 count. 3 balls and no strike with Riley Zook on deck. Three balls and no strikes. 3-0 pitch. Strike. 3-1. Yeah, she was taking it all the way. 3-1 to count. Three balls and a strike. 3-1 to count. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 now. Now the bases are loaded. So now it looks like Jonathan Lynch wants to go out there, maybe go over the scouting report and how to pitch to Riley Zook, who is 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. And it looks like Parker Strait's going to be the courtesy runner now for number 18, Emma Ansira. Three runs, 4 hits, and error for Baker. 3 runs, 4 hits, and error for Central Methodist. Riley Hey, Zook up there. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. High. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Savannah Bray. Lines that one foul. 1-2. 1-2 the count. More like the Cardinals take on Dr. Johnny Fever and the Cincinnati Reds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, that gets away to the backstop. Now they got a rundown. And a run will score, and it's 4-3 now. That will be a wild pitch, an error on the catcher. So the count is 1-2 now. Actually, it's 2-2 to count. 4-3 Baker. Two and two the count. 2-2 pitch. Little ground ball. Base hit. 1 run will score. Here's the second run, and it's now 7-4. 6-4 on a sharp single. 6-4 now. Lexi Lawrence 0 for 2 on the day. 6-3 now. First pitch. There's the curve. And it's a ball. Lexi Lawrence is on deck. On just 2 hits so far. 2-0 to count there. Two 2-0 pitch. Fouls it off. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. A little bit inside. 3-1. On deck is Savannah Bray. 5 hits for Baker. 2 errors for Central Methodist. Strike. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 6 runs, 5 hits and an error for Baker. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. White can't get to it. That would be a base hit. And it's 1st and 3rd now. That would be a base hit there. That was a tough play there. Huh? No, I would not call that. Six hits now for Baker. So it looks like a conference call. takes a warm. It looked like she was hitting the hand there. They were testing her. They were checking to make sure she's okay to pitch. And it looks like she's good to go. 3 runs, 3 hits this inning, 2 an error. 6-3 Baker. Savannah Bray 0 for 2, twice has flied out. First and third and a pitch. Nice stop by Hannah Criswell. I tell you this, she reminds me of Johnny Bench. The great Johnny Bench. He was like the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And a runner will steal second. The last player to ever steal home in a World Series was Tim McCarver, did in Game 7 of the 1964 World Series against the New York Yankees on a double steal with McCarver at third. Then they had Julian Javier at first. The 1-1. Missed that one. 2-1 now. With Eva Gonzalez on deck. Game 1 of 2. 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. Three balls and a strike. Central Methodist 37-4, 23-3 in the conference. Baker at 6-4, 8-8 altogether. Swings and misses, 3-2. 3-2 the count. 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Popped it up. Going back is Oots to make the catch. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left. We're halfway home. 6-3 Baker on CMUEagles.com. Well, you know what? It's fun. Six runs, 6 hits, and an error for Baker. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. And coming to bat is Caitlin Kaiser. She grounded out to the pitcher, her first time up. It's Caitlin Kaiser. First pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-1 now. Like I said earlier, of course, I'd like to offer my condolences to the family of Gene Stanfield, one of my good friends from Slater, Missouri. His dad, Jim, operated a bowling alley in Slater, Missouri. Of course, passed away just a few days ago. And it's 1-1 now. One and one to count. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Caitlin Kolb. 2-1 pitch. Lines a shot in the center field, going back. It's a gunner! Number 75! 6-4 now.
I thought it was him too. I was like,
For Caitlin.
Just from the way that he no, he was sitting.
Caitlin Kolb.
I'm like, that's not even
Double and drove in 2 runs her first time up. Has 11 on the year.
I think he was the one that did like.
First pitch.
No, I'm saying this one.
Strike.
Oh. But I bet Jerome is fast.
0-1 the count.
Yeah, I sent him a snap and.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Up high, 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Off the glove there. That'll be a base hit there. That's a base hit all the way. No question about it. Yep. Here's Jordan Jenkins. She lined out the second her first time up. I thought maybe you're going to blow into the bag, go like this, and then pop it. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've not.
Never. They used, the only reason I remember that was on Tom and Jerry.
I've seen that show, but I don't remember that one.
Oh, that was like, they had the ones called Three Dogs, and it was Snoopy, Loopy, and Droopy. And Droopy was doing that to scare the bad wolf.
Yeah.
And he popped it, and the bad wolf got blown up. Or the other one they had, it was on last night. You remember when they had, where Jerry Mouse's Uncle Pago sings? And he was going to make his singing debut on television. And he plays on the guitar, and he started singing, and his guitar string breaks, and he still ends up stealing it from Tom the Cat. He does that on Tom. So runner at first is Caitlin Cole. 6-4 now on a home run by Caitlin Kaiser. Strike. 0-1 now. Tom, you remember Tom and Jerry? Tom and Jerry. 0-1 the count. 0-1. Up high. 1-1. Baker got 3 in the 4th, and Central Methodist came with a run in the 4th on the Kaiser home run. 1-1 pitch. High pop-up, and the third baseman calls for it for out number 1. And here's Kalina Oots, 1 for 2 with a single. At first is Caitlin Kolb. Tries to roll run up and bunt play like Maury Wells used to do for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 0-1 the count. Well, the Royals are playing great baseball there. Fouls that one off. Another one on a home run by Salvador Perez. 0-2 the count. Here we are on this Thursday. 6-4. 0-2. Looping liner. Foul. Or if Uncle Pangos was playing the guitar would go boing. You got any more guitar string there, Jerry? Oh, I see one. 0-2 the count. Oh, that's strike 3 call. So 2 outs now for Morgan Willis. She drew 0 for 1 now. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. On deck is Kelly Gorman. A little past 6:30 there. 1-0 pitch. Pitch out. They throw over there. And they got her. So third out recorded. So 1 run on just 2 hits. No errors and no one left. We are through 4. 6-4 Baker on CMU Eagles. You got any more there, Jerry? So what are you majoring in, Addie?
Mathematics.
Wow. Six runs, 6 hits, and error for Baker. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat as Eva Gonzalez up there 1 for 2 with a single. Eva Gonzalez. Rebound. First pitch. Ball. Of course, we'll have a break, about a 20-minute break. And then looks like Madison Love will pitch game number 2. Today's attendance, 60,000 on hand, millions more on television. The 1-0. Ground ball. Nice play by Jenkins. Throws over to Caitlin Cobb for out number 1. Boy, just stays with it like Brooks Robinson would do for the Baltimore Orioles. And Michaela Aiken up there. 2 for 2 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Ball 1-0 to count. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. High pop-up. Who's got it? I think Kelly Gorman calls for it, and there's out number 2. And here is Michaela Strominger. She drew a sac bunt her first time up. Would it be something we get a 1-2-3 inning? Ball 1-0 now. Of course, these two teams will meet on Sunday down in Baldwin City, Kansas. It's a 1 o'clock doubleheader. Strike 1-1. Of course, that weekend you have 6 of the 8 involving both Central Methodist and Baker. Of course, baseball will be playing Baker. 4-game series there on Saturday. of course, depending on how much rain, or they may see how things go. And it's 2-1 now. Originally, it's a 1 o'clock, but it could be a situation they could move it to 3 o'clock, or postpone it until maybe move it till Monday or so, depending on how much rain they're calling for. 2-1 pitch. And a pop up there. I bet you Hannah Criswell and Caitlin Cole is trying to do like what Bob Boone and Pete Rose did in Game 6 of the 1980 World Series. When Frank White hit a pop foul heading toward the Phillies dugout, Bob Boone and Pete Rose were going after it. The ball hit the mitt of Bob Boone, and it bounced into the glove of Pete Rose. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Nice play by Jordan Jenkins. Throws a call for a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across there. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 6-4 Baker on CMUEagles.com. Yeah, Morgan Wells is the batter now, Jamie. Hey, I'm watching. At least I can keep you entertained.
Yeah.
Let's see, you're looking forward to playing volleyball this upcoming fall?
I won't be here in the fall.
Oh, really? Where are you going to?
I'm transferring schools.
Oh, really, too?
D2 in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nothing major, I'm just curious. You know me.
No, yeah.
Are you going to play any sports there, or just go?
I'm gonna play indoor and beach volleyball there.
Oh, really? Now, is it one of those where if they play indoor, they always put that fake sand?
No, it's actually real sand. They have like professional like beach volleyball players do their courts for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen beach volleyball. I've never seen it on the indoor one.
Yeah.
6 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors.
Adrian said that he's hungry too, and I'm like, that's not what I asked. Yeah, but it's gonna be a while till we find out.
So Morgan Wells was at bat when Caitlin Kolb was caught stealing. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. 6-4 now. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Misses that one. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Strike. 2-1 now.
It's
3-0.
Called a strike.
Oh, okay. 3-0 now.
I thought he did too. I thought he called a strike.
3-0 the count there.
I'm hoping this game gets over soon.
Th-
I gotta be. It's fine. No, that's a strike.
3-1 now. Takes it all away. 3-1 the count. 3-1. Pops it foul to the screen, and it's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. High pop up. Left fielder calls for it. And there's out number one. Kelly Gorman 0 for 2 on today. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 to count. There was a 1-0 pitch. 2-0 to count. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Strike. 2-1 now.
Kentucky won the first set. Oh, they're playing tonight? Yes. Oh, let me turn that on. Huh? So let me turn that on. I didn't know they were playing tonight. Okay, on in-team, like volleyball, they don't post it, like the schedule.
Yeah, they
Like
just
on the
launch
account.
in their story. They just put
Game
they
time
launch. No, they launch an app for it.
2 balls and 1 strike and a pop-up. Right fielder calls for it for out number 2. So 2 quick outs now.
It says Texas and Wisconsin played at 8, so they'll probably play at 9. Hopefully my volume. Good thing turn that down. My volume is all the way up.
Now batting for the Eagles, catcher, number 16, Hannah Criswell.
I'll let you know this is. It should be Kentucky and Wisconsin the finals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how I want to know. And I think the finals is Saturday night.
For volleyball?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like at 6 or so on ESPN2. The 1-0. High pop-up. Or reason I know that because 7 o'clock is USC Fight Night. 1-1 to count to Hannah Criswell. Senior from Kennett.
You said 1 and 2?
1-1.
Oh, okay. Not 2 and 1.
2-1 now. Today's attendance 60,000. Millions more on television. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, take your base. And here's Madison White, who is 0 for 2 on today.
Kentucky won the first set?
Yes, 25 to 17, I think.
Oh. It's going to be closer.
If I'm not mistaken, it was 17. Let me check.
It's 9 to 8 right now, Kentucky.
18.
Still. Well, didn't Kentucky sweep whoever they just played last? They've been sweeping like everyone.
Kentucky, maybe?
Because they played Purdue. Yeah, they swept Purdue.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's a ball, 1-0 now. On deck is Michaela Hargrove.
Yes.
6-4 now. Tying run at the plate. The 1-0. A strike, 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throws over the first, and they got her. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. We head to the sixth. 6-4 Baker on CMU Eagle.
I would be dead. I would be like, you know what? I'm dropping.
Yeah, we don't want.
Worst case scenario, you can ask again. I just feel like you just said that. Okay.
6 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Baker. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for
It's a strike. It's a strike.
Central Methodist.
And then clear count clears them. And this is outs. That's all I literally need right now. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Okay. We're just gonna stand here and not press anything.
As Michaela Musgrove comes up there 0 for 2. Mackenzie Musgrove, she's from Blue Spring, Missouri, in the Kansas City area. Beautiful area. They always have some of the pretty lights. Oh, hey.
Strike, out, and clear, and I don't know what you're here for.
Yeah, so watch. You're going to see Quinn will also be vocalizing what's going on as well.
Cronin on the mound, looking like Bob Gibson does. And I think that is a strike, ladies and gentlemen. And it's 0-1 the count.
And then if they get a hit or they get struck out, you just look at their count, and then it'll start 0-0.
0-1 the count. 0-1 now. Strike. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. On Mackenzie Musgrove. Quentin Norris sitting in the catbird seat. 0-2 to count. And that's outside. And it's 1-2.
You know how to do it?
1 ball, 2 strikes on Mackenzie Musgrove.
What did you say, Addy?
1-2. Lines a shot. Foul.
I saw Glenn come and then I see my boss. I gotta go. It's like I can't see anything.
1 ball, 2 strikes. If you look to the bottom of the 6th, you got Hargrove, Kaiser, Kolb. 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 to count to Mackenzie Musgrove. He keeps saying, he just in 2-2. High pop up. And that's Kalina Oots is there for out number 1. And here is Peyton Reynolds. 0 for 0. Twice was hit by a pitch and drew a walk.
13 and 12 over Washington.
Washington who?
Washington and Kentucky in the semifinals.
Oh, okay. I think the other semifinals is at Texas, and
Wisconsin.
that's going to be a fun one there.
Yeah.
Lines a shot, base hit! Here is Parker Strait, 0 for 2 on the day. From Lawson, Missouri. About heading toward the 7 o'clock hour. Usually when you think of the games on Tuesday night, you can think of the ones on ABC's Monday Night Baseball. Of course, the best ones, they have Al Michaels, Jim Palmer, Tim McCarver, and then they even had a guy named Howard Cosell. 1-0 pitch. A little pop up. And it's a base hit there. That is a Joe Morgan Dying Quail single. Just doing like Joe Morgan used to do for the Cincinnati Reds. And here's Riley Zook. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 3 RBIs on the day. The first pitch. A strike call, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Usually on Thursday nights at around 9 o'clock, it'll be time for Knott's Landing. And a ball is a call. I remember that when several of my friends used to love watching that show on Thursday nights of Knott's Landing is where they all lived in this one neighborhood. One ball, 1 strike, 1-1 pitch. And it's 2 also at 9 o'clock. Usually we'll watch an episode of Hill Street Blues. There was that song. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. And that's a strike, and the runners go. That will be a pass ball on Hannah Criswell. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. On Riley Zook, 2-2 pitch. Ground ball there. Nice job there. Knocks it down. Throw the first. They got her. Good job there. And a run scores to make it 7-4. Great job by Keaton Kaiser keeping the play alive and getting the sure out. Lexi Lawrence, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. A strike call, 0-1 now. The lights are on. Almost. I think the lights should be turning on soon there at Cox Softball Complex. 0-1 the count. 0-1 now. High pop up, and it's gone and foul. The next home games for Central Methodist softball after this doubleheader, of course, will be on April 27th. They will host Mid-America Nazarene, a 3 o'clock game as well. First pitch, pregame show 2:45. And I think, and if I remember correctly, I think temperature is supposed to be around 80 degrees. That is a foul ball. And I think the temperature is supposed to be around 81 degrees at the start of it. So runner at third, and it's 0-2 the count. 7-4 Baker. Oh, 2 pitch. Ground ball right to Cronin. Throw the first for the third out. So 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. We head to the 6th. 7-4 Baker on CMUEagles.com. 7 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Baker. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. Head to the 6th inning, and it's Michaela Hargrove, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch. Looping liner, great catch by the shortstop. As Mel Allen would say, how about that? As Caitlin Kaiser up there, 0 for 1 for 2 with a homer and an RBI. Aim in the 4th inning. They cut it to 6-4 now. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 to count. Oh, okay. 0-2 pitch. 0-1 pitch is a ground ball to the second base. Throw the first in time. Bang, bang play. So 2 quick outs now for Caitlin Cole, who is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and 2 RBIs. I think the second game of the double should start around the 7:30 hour. First pitch. Ground ball. Base hit! Here's Jordan Jenkins, 0 for 2 on the day. Looks like a courtesy runner coming out there. And looks like number 2, Alyssa Collins. She is from Abbotsford, Canada, around the British Columbia area. Home nearby Vancouver, home of the Vancouver Canucks. And I'm sure a lot of them watching on Hockey Night in Canada. Of course, we got NHL hockey on Saturday at 2 o'clock. St. Louis Blues taking on the Colorado Avalanche. John Forsell and Pierre Maguire will have the play-by-play of that one. And then Sunday, it's the Boston Bruins taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're just a few weeks away from the start of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And it's 0-1 now, of course, on NBC, along with NBC Sports Network, the NHL Network, your exclusive home of NHL hockey. Lines a shot in the center field, and the center fielder is there for the catch. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the 7th, 7-4 Baker on CMUEagles.com. Do you have a lot of hockey fans down in your area?
No.
You know what hockey is? Like you play on ice.
I know what hockey is, but no, they don't watch that.
Like you ever seen it on ice? You play on ice and you shoot a puck. Peter Buck. 6, 7. Man, in California. 7 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. Central Methodist men's soccer defeated California was said 2-0. And I'm sure the Statler brothers are smiling down from heaven. That's Savannah Bray up there. 0 for 3 on today. Strike. No balls and 1 strike. Top of the 7th. If you look to the bottom of the 7th, you got the top of the order. 0-1 now. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 0-2. You wonder if Cronin can throw a screwball. Oh, 2 the count. Strike 3. 1 out now. And here's Eva Gonzalez. 1 for 3 with a double. With a single, I'm sorry. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. Oh, and 1 the count. 0-1 now. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Oh, there's the curve. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. 60,000 here at Central Methodist's Cox Softball Complex. Millions more on television. Popped it up. Jenkins calls for it for out number 2. And here is Michaela Aiken. Two for 3 with a homer and 2 RBIs. I tell you one thing. When you think of Keaton Cronin, I tell you that competitiveness reminds you of Tom Seaver. Has that Tom Seaver competitiveness. Reminds you of Tom Seaver. 0-1 the count. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. 1-1 the count. 1-1 now. Game number 2 to fall. About 20 minutes or so. 1-1. Ground ball. White knocks it down. Throw the first in time. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-4. Baker on CMUEagles.com. Get a phone. It's like 3 guys, and they're all and one of the, I don't remember the time. It has the word. Oh, okay. I think. If it's then it has to be. I grew up listening to. Hey, it's in there. I can see. Yeah, 7 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Baker. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. As Gene Rayburn would say on the match game, they need 3 to tie and 4 to win. Elena Oot, 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch. Tries to run up and bunt like the great Maury Wells used to do. And the count is 1-0. Followed by Morgan Willis and Kelly Gorman. The 1-0. A little bit inside. 2 balls and no strike. And I think Madison Love's going to start game number 2. 2-0 to count. Pitch. Little ground ball to the second baseman. Throw to first. Oh, she knocked it down. That'll be an error. Yep. An error on the first baseman. That could get the rally going, ladies and gentlemen. For Morgan Willis. 0 for 2 on today. Willis. And then you got Gorman, the tying run. Infield is bunched in now. They're going to move back to normal depth. And the pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. 0-1 to count. 0-1 to count. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-1. Oh, no. 1-1 to count. 1-1 to count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. I know. 2 balls and 1 strike on Morgan Willis from Carrollton, Missouri. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, look, a dog is sleeping. 2-2 the count. On Morgan Willis. Sometime around the 7:30 hour, that's probably when we'll start the second game of our doubleheader. 2-2. Coach Reardon wants an explanation from the home plate umpire. Now let's see if the other umpire wants to chime in as well. Two balls and 2 strikes, and there you see the umpire and Coach Reardon need an explanation. Of course, Sunday Night Baseball, the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers from Dodger Stadium. Matt Vasgersian, Alex Rodriguez, and Buster Olney with the play-by-play. Two and two to count. Boy, it feels like I'm on ABC's Monday Night Baseball. A little poke job in the left field, and the left fielder makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Kelly Gorman, 0 for 3 on the day. first. And the pitch. Ball 1-0 now. On deck is Hannah Criswell. One ball, no strike. The 1-0. Strike. 1-1 now. One and one to count. 1-1. Up high. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and one to count. 2-1 pitch. Little ground ball to third. From his knees. Wow, nice play there. And there's 2 outs. Threw it from his knees, just like Benito Santiago used to do for the San Diego Padres. I think they call her out, but it was a great play by the third baseman. Now Coach Reardon wants an explanation. Well, that was a great play by the third baseman, Gonzalez. Threw it from the knees, and from my spot on the broadcast, it looked like she was out. It looked like Kalina Oots is out. Boy, she could throw it from her knees, and I tell you one thing, that could be on the This Week in Baseball's top 10 plays, top 5 plays of the week. Now they're going to call her safe. And now the Baker coach wants an explanation. So it'll be an infield hit. Now, a little conference action being done, and now it's time for a live action. Here's Hannah Criswell. 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. So now first and second, 1 out. Boy, is this fun or what? Here on a Thursday night. And a strike. Boy, it feels like we're on primetime television with millions of people watching. And I'm sure Roone Arledge is smiling down from heaven. And then, of course, around 10:30, you got ABC's Nightline with Ted Koppel. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 now. 4, 6. Now it looks like a conference action there. Two balls and 1 strike. to Hannah Criswell. On deck is Madison White. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. And Madison White is on deck. She could represent the winning run. There's still one out. 3-1 to count. Cox Softball Complex shivering with its concrete foundation. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Madison White 0 for 3. Kylie Avery is the pinch run, the courtesy runner for Hannah Criswell. Kylie Avery, the courtesy runner. Here's Madison White, 0 for 3 on the day. 7-4, the winning run at the plate. Eight hits for Central Methodist. The pitch. Ground ball to third. They go home. They get the play at home, and there's 2 outs now. Here's Michaela Hargrove, 1 for 3 with a single. Ball 1 now. Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, okay. Heard a buzz. 1-0 to count. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0. Ground ball to short. They'll go to second, and that will do it. And there's the ball game. The first game of the doubleheader. The final score is Baker 7, Central Methodist 4. 7 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Baker. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for Central Methodist. With the Baker with the win, they are 7-4 in the conference, 9-8 altogether. Central Methodist is 23-4 and 37-5. We will start game number 2 in about 30 minutes or so. This is Quentin Norris saying so long for right now. That is 4,435 of them. And we'll see you in a few moments.